All right, we're gonna run some ads and then we'll get right to it. Welcome on in, Friday Second Chicken. How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well. Yeah, we run this quick ad and we get to it. All right, ads is over. Welcome on in, everybody. How you guys doing today? Happy new day, right? Happy wonderful Monday. Everybody's having a good time. We're gonna get right to it. That's right. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. That's right. We are Tech Talk, and today is Monday. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. We're going to recap a little bit about last week, talk about some of the cool new tools that came out last week that you guys got to see us test out, or you guys tested on your own and enjoyed it. Nonetheless, we're going to have a blast with it. We're going to talk about some tech news. Then we're going to dive into some new stuff. And one of those new things being we're going to build a private AI agent. And we're going to build a Discord bot that we're going to go ahead and test out, have some fun with, so you guys can go and build your own Discord bots for your communities. All right. Now, what's going on, guys? What's been new happening with you, everybody in chat? And of course, don't be shy, guys. Speak your mind. You know, I like when you guys interact and tell me what's going on, how you guys feeling. Have you guys been enjoying some AI tools lately? How's your weekends been outside of technology? Everybody excited for the new season of Snap tomorrow? Let me know. We got to upgrade SuperTechGod. He got to get some new stuff to talk about. We'll probably do all that too with AI agents. We'll make it happen. Let me know how my voice is sounding. You guys aren't hearing the fan, right? If you are, let me know and I will fix that. Those on the YouTube side, you're not hearing music. I apologize. You're going to hear my voices for the rest of the evening. Make sure the music is not going on the screen, because that would be a problem. All right, cool. It's not. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get the wave sounds so my voice is not pulling in the fan behind me. All right, we look good so far. Let's turn that on. Voice focus. All right. Let's bring this down a bit. Raleigh, welcome on in. Wow, with the wonderful 35 months. Raleigh, I appreciate you. Thank you for 35 months. I can't believe it. It's been that long. That's how long I've been doing content creation, guys. So about 3 years now. And Riley been in here for all of that time. You and Elmo coming up with the 35 months. I got to really do something different for you guys. You guys aren't playing. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you. Well, you know, we don't kick things off till 8 o'clock. So chat's calm right now. We get people to come on in and get themselves in order. 8 o'clock's when you grab your popcorn and we get things going, as you know. Riley, how's your Monday been so far? Hope you had a great weekend. Everything is perfect. Good. How's baby Riley doing? How's Kat doing? Is she excited and pumped for tomorrow's new day, new season in Marvel Snap? As you guys can see, we have chat right here next to us. Not just the purple brand. We also have the red brand with us. So again, like I said, YouTubers, don't be shy. Go ahead and talk in chat. We're all family here tonight. All right, 2 more minutes, guys. We'll kick things off. We'll start off with the news happening in AI. I'm going to update you guys on a few things. We'll also do a recap of what we did last week, so we can talk about that as well. And we do have some few people doing some awesome things. Big Al, welcome on in, buddy. What's good with you? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you're pumping excited. It's a new week. It's a new day. All my wrestling fans out there, hope you guys enjoyed SummerSlam. Had some good surprises. So Big L, how you been, buddy? What you been up to? All right, about 60 seconds, guys. We're going to kick things off. Get ready to enjoy some fun. All right, we got people in chat. Love it. Just grinding it out, brother, man. Speaking of wrestling, you ever watch Maven's YouTube channel? Yes, I do watch Maven's YouTube channel when he talks about like how much he got from the video games or all the cool things he did. Maven was the truth, man. From what was that show from back in the day? Tough Enough, man. Yeah, of course. I love Maven YouTube channel. Some good times, man. We lived through some good times in wrestling, for sure. Attitude Era. Yeah, all those things. Phenomenal. Attitude Era. What was the other one? Ruthless Aggression. Always some good times. He was after I kind of stopped watching, but I love his content. He's a lot behind a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, Attitude Era is the GOAT. Number one, Attitude Era is the best. I don't know how they can ever compete with that, but they can't. So it is what it is. All right, guys. So it's now 8 o'clock on the top of the hour. That is the plan. We talk about some cool things we did last week. We talk about the new AI stuff coming out, and then we dive in the later hour. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna build a private AI agent. All right. So that's the most exciting thing for tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about some news. So in the news, if you guys didn't or did not know, OpenAI's ChatGPT 5 is said to be one of the best things ever, based on some tests, some hidden tests. They've seen it do things from one-word prompts to build, Minecraft in a browser in no time to solving crazy complex riddles. Nonetheless, ChatGPT 5 is scheduled to come out tomorrow, August 5th. Again, that's all speculation. This is all what the news is saying. If it does come out tomorrow, that'd be fantastic. Make sure you guys follow the channel. I will leave a video tomorrow diving directly into it, because ChatGPT has definitely been doing some phenomenal things. As you guys know, we had the AI agents about 2 weeks ago when we were able to demo it before a lot of other people had it. And we tested it out. We did a lot of cool things with it, booked flights for us, all that. And the AI agents have been doing phenomenal. We're going to dive more into agents later so you guys know the difference between public, private, and local, okay? Next, I want to talk about OpenAI still. I'm going to stay on OpenAI's topic for a little bit. They are now at 700 million users a month, ladies and gentlemen. They make about $1.5 billion in revenue. That is bananas, but it makes sense. These AI tools are becoming more expensive as they're becoming more smart. So again, that's why I said you guys come hang out with me in the channel so you guys don't have to spend your money. I'll test it out for you, and whatever you guys like and you want to utilize, you go out and make it do what it do. But those tools are not getting less expensive. They are getting more expensive. And with all the new technologies and advancements that these wonderful AI tools have been doing, it makes sense why they're at that level. I really Plexity is like at almost there too in the billions as well, which is bananas to even think about. Nonetheless, I want to talk about OpenAI's newest model or newest thing they put out last week, and it's called study mode. Now, study mode is to help students do just that, study. It's not going to give you the answers, but it's going to help you arrive to the answer. So we're going to look at a quick video of OpenAI's ChatGPT study mode. It is out right now. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, let's take a look at the video as we transform to the other screen. There we are. I don't know. Do you guys like me in a corner like this? I don't think so. Let me go ahead and turn into a circle. Yeah, much better. All right, there we go. All right, so as you guys know, Lovable, still one of my favorite tools to use. If you guys want to get access to it, ! Lovable, get you guys some free credits. You can actually test out Lovable and build whatever you want, whatever your mind can think about. Check out Lovable, ChatGPT, of course, in the middle. And we have Hostinger. We'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and look at this new video. I'm going to pause the music on the Twitch side. So there's no sound here. So study and learn. So it's a new mode within ChatGPT. Helps you with your homework. For wonderful students out there, you take a screenshot, help me with this problem, and it starts to do its thing. As you can see, it walks through the steps together. So it's basically helping you study, helping you get to the answer without just giving you the answer. So I think this is pretty good. All right. I know, for real case usage, my son coming home with complex homework compared to what I have, this is a great tool for us to go through and look at, right? Yo, Sleepy Link, welcome on in. Kenny does physics. It looks like it can do physics. It looks like it can do anything, actually. So, but again, it doesn't get the answer for you. It basically walks you through, and it goes deeper within the topic, as you can see here. So real case use, this is a pretty good tool, especially for all those that are in school, those who are students. This is a great tool to help you actually learn, right? And I think what I'm understanding is a lot of, let's pause for a second. What I'm understanding is a lot of schools, I believe, not a lot, but there are some schools I heard that are strictly ChatGPT, right? Strictly AI. And they're saying that students who learn from AI is doing better than students who learn from, a physical teacher. You could use it in the 90s, bruh. What? Man, we growing up in the 90s, guys, we had to get encyclopedias. We had to go to libraries. I know some of you guys were watching, like, what is that tech? A library is a place where they have books, nothing but books, sometimes DVDs, sometimes VHS, but that's Blockbuster. That's another time. We'll talk about that. But I'm talking about books, encyclopedias. I used to have, at home, we had these red, thick encyclopedias, and that was the internet for us, right? It was like a wiki page, but in books, but you never can update it. There was no way to update those books. Yo, Big Ox, welcome on in, buddy. He knows. It's my cousin Ox right here, known Ox forever. He knows the struggles we had. The internet was a book. Yes, we had to use ChatGPT in a book. Not ChatGPT. We had to use the internet in a book, and they were alphabetical orders. So if there was something that came out new that started with the letter B, tough. Like, you had to deal with it. But that's what our internet was. So imagine having this tool. I'm gonna let it run in the background while we talk. Imagine having this tool back when we were going to high school or junior high school or college. Like, this is crazy. The fact that it doesn't give you the answer, but it helps walk you through the problem. That's huge. So for all those who are watching that has children and they come home with these crazy complex, hey, how do we do this, Dad? Like this right here, NBV equals blah, blah, blah. Tell them, nah, kill all that. Go to ChatGPT study. It will help you get through the problem. And you can sit there with them and go through it with them as well. But this is pretty cool. So again, this is out now. You guys go ahead and check it out, especially if you have students at home or if you guys are students yourself. I think it's a pretty cool thing that ChatGPT is doing. And like I said, ChatGPT 5 might be coming out tomorrow. And that I can't wait to dive into. And again, I'll be posting videos about it if it is live tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see it. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow. Free 99. Yes, it is. I believe this is free 99. But speaking of free 99, I'm gonna show you guys a tool that you guys can get that's 100% free. It has agent capabilities. Even it does some cooler things that I've seen outside of what ChatGPT does, and it is free 99, like super duper free. Well, that's what's up. See, that's what's up. Do they use study? Let me know if they use study, Big Ox. I would like to be intrigued to know. And that is our next topic, and that is Z.AI. You guys can go there right now if you want. Of course, if you guys want to do your research on it before you do so, I recommend it, right? Z.AI is from a company that is giving this 100% GLM 4.5 to you for free. I'm assuming they're making their money from the APIs, but nonetheless, it's 100% free. So when I mean free, you can go ahead and get tools. You can have it make AI slides for you. It can do a full stack. It can write code. It can help you write. It can search info. It could do it all. right? And you can still connect it. I mean, sorry, you can still add things to it. Like if you want to add a picture and say, hey, do this for me, change this for me. So I said, you know what? I did see this. It is free 99. Let's go ahead and actually test it out on stream. That's what I said I wanted to do. So chat, as always, if you guys got a cool prompt, yes, if you guys have a cool prompt that you guys want to go ahead and put in the chat, just make sure it's not outlandish. I mean, maybe. We'll see how it feels. I see how I feel about the prompt. Put a prompt down below. We'll go ahead and type it in here and see how good it really is. We'll also compare it to ChatGPT and see who gives the better answers. Sleepy Link, welcome on in, buddy. I appreciate you being here every Monday. Welcome on in. All right. Anybody got a prompt they want to use? If not, I'm going to try to put one in myself. All right. Let's see. Make me a slide on Dead Man Falcon. Welcome on in, buddy. Got to put baby girl to bed. I totally get it. Listen, I know how it goes. I put mine to bed like an hour before I started, so I get it. Go do your thing, buddy. I wish you luck. Do the first one? What was the first one? What did the first one say? Create a presentation on those career themed like around the city of Clay. I mean, I like that. Let's do something else. Big L. We from the 90s, right? Big L. All right, let's talk about Big L career. Let's talk about that. Oh, the first prompt. What was the first prompt? I don't see that. I see how to help you today. I'm going to do Lost Boys. Give me a breakdown on the Lost Boys hip hop crew from the 90s. Their best tracks from their top 5 best tracks. Cover art and photos of the crew is welcomed. All right, I'm going to copy this because I want to see if we can do the same thing at ChatGPT. Yep, okay, paste that. Agent mode? Yeah, I guess agent mode would do it. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to have to press start here and here. All right, let's see who gives us what and how quick it's done. And Big L, I don't know if you know who Lost Boys is. I'm assuming you do. But that's what we're going to do here. So let's see what it got. Let's see what we got going on. I'm just checking out. All right, so this tool is thinking. It is doing a background, the Lost Boys hip hop crew, their top 5. Okay, all right, let's see what it does there. ChatGPT is doing its thing, opened up a whole brand new computer, virtual machine, and is opening up music sites, navigating music sites. All right, let's see who gives us the best one. I am intrigued to see who gives us the best one. All right, so again, you can see what it does here. It is searching, it's visiting the page, it's doing all that good stuff. And again, this is 100% free. I didn't put any credit card in. There's no monthly payment, no $20 a month, none of that. It's completely free. Like I said, if you want to, do your research on what GLM 4.5 from Z.chat is all about before diving into it. As I always say, do not put any personal information into any of your items at all, any of your chatbots, unless it's your own private chatbot, which we will make later on this evening. Welcome on in, sir. Gotia, I'm sorry if I chop your name up. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Tech Squad. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm seeing emails pop up, which is blowing my mind. But not really. All right. So let's see. We got this still going. Visiting pages. All right. Let's see. And of course, ChatGPT is still doing this thing as well. In the meantime, again, you guys go ahead, leave prompts down below if you want us to test some things out. The next news we're going to dive into while this is running, we might as well go ahead and talk about it, and that's Notebook LM. So we kind of briefly spoke about, no, we didn't briefly, we dove into Google Opal last week on stream. Google Opal, like we said, is kind of like a NAN, where you can actually just type in, well, no, NAN doesn't allow this, but Google Opal, you can type in natural language what you want to get built out, and it will do it for you. I think Opal is still in public beta. So you guys can go ahead and get Opal if you want. Just Google Opal and go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty cool tool. You can build mini apps within Google Opal, and I think it's super awesome. And I can't wait for that to actually extend and get out of the beta. It's going to be even better. But I still can't wait to see what ChatGPT 5 does. Nonetheless, Notebook LM is something I spoke about. If you guys watch my shorts, that got updated last week on the 29th. And this tool from Google is flawless. When I mean flawless, okay. So what it does, I'm gonna give you a brief overview of what it does. I took training videos in Portuguese. It's Peanut. Sir Peanut. Welcome on in. Love the name, by the way. So yeah, I had training videos from a client and PDF with training stuff on it, and I gave it to Notebook LM. Now it is secure because only you and whoever in your business can actually see this stuff. And Notebook like Jupyter Notebook, I believe so, because Bundle, what's just crazy is, I can't pull it up right now because my client information is in it. We could probably do our own. But what's crazy is, in less than 10 minutes, it made a training course of all the videos and the PDFs I gave it. And then with that training course, you can watch it and it will break down that information for you in a different voice, training to the max. And then you can pause and type and ask it questions, and it will take you directly to what you want, whether it be the PDF or the video. Like, that to me is crazy. And the fact that this is out there right now and it's free at the moment is blowing my mind. I'm gonna play one of the videos so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So to me, what this means, which really blows my mind, is that if the attitude era existed today's social media age, what would have been canceled? Oh, we definitely put that in the prompt. I like that. Let's do that. So what this means to me, Bundle, right? Which is crazy, is if you want to give a proposal to your client, build a proposal in this and send them a link, because in that proposal they get a full breakdown of exactly what you're offering, and if they have any questions they can ask it before they even come back to you. I think that's pretty cool on that level. Then on the educational level, again, if you're getting a bunch of Zoom calls where you have an external person showing somebody, like me for example, teaching you guys this, and it's, you kind of understand it but you're bored or you're sleeping because you're doing a bunch of other things, you can then take this video, YouTube videos, put it in here, and it will give you a synopsis broken down with your own professor, your own personal professor, which I think is phenomenal. So Notebook LM, go ahead, make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Like I said, if you have PDFs, training documents, whatever, go ahead and test it. I believe it's free right now. But the fact that you can do this is bananas. All right. Now I haven't made it public. Like I said, I've done it already for a client of mine, and it worked wonders, because instead of them having to go to SharePoint and just look at videos and sit through hours of videos, because again, these were training documents that people recorded that were like 3 hours long. Instead of them having to do all that, this thing condensed them all into a short, broken out training course that anybody who's new coming into the system could just see it and be like, oh, okay. And they had a question, they can ask it. Huge. Notebook LM is huge. Highly recommend checking it out. All right, looks like the Lost Boys is completed. And this is what it gave us. So, okay, let me make this larger for everybody to see. I think you guys can see that now, right? Everybody can see this? All right. Yo, Madden God, welcome on in. Jerry Lawler and Vince would have been a long time ago, but we're gonna look at it. We're gonna type that into the chat. So for those who were born in the 90s, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, if you guys knew, you're not gonna miss anything right now. You didn't miss anything yet. I'm just talking about the news, and I'm bringing up what we did last week. If you guys grew up in the 90s like I did, Renee was one of the best songs out there by Lost Boys. All right. Then we got Jeeps, Lex, Coupes, Beamers, Benz. Okay. Then we got Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless. Music Makes Me High. Me and My Crazy World. All right. So Big Ox, you still here? I know you know these tracks, which is crazy. We got a picture of the Lost Boys. I don't think this is really them, to be honest. This picture below is an illustration of the Hap crew. Yeah, right. This picture don't look like them, so I'm not even going to say that. Let's also ask what's the storyline gimmick from the Attitude Era that would never work today. All right, cool. We're going to do that. All right, let's go ahead and look at what Z.AI did. Z.AI is still working. Now, again, it's doing slides, number one. Number two, it is a free model. So it is still doing this thing. Now, we asked for a slide. We didn't get a slide with ChatGPT. So it did finish faster. But let's see what this pulls off. I'm intrigued to see. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and do a new chat. And we're going to do the one that was asked by Big L. Now, give it a second. Big L's on ads, and we're back. All right, so Big L, like I said, we're going to go ahead and ask that question. And let's see what ChatGPT says. So it knew what the Attitude Era was without me putting WWE in it. Vince McMahon's racial insensitive promos. Yeah, look at that. That's accurate. Madden God, you said Vince and Jerry the King Lawler. You got Vince so far. Exploitation of women, bra and panties matches. Oh, they go Jerry the King Lawler. He's just champ puppies nonstop. So that makes sense. Katie Vick. What storyline was this? Remember Val Venus? Val Venus had some crazy shit going on. Stone Cold Steve Austin with the middle fingers. Yeah, I get it. DX, suck it. Yeah, okay. All right. I remember this. Has to take care of them family member, but I'm here. Listen, I appreciate you, Raleigh. Bra and panties could have never happened today. No. Social media cancel WF will be facts. That'll be trending worldwide. Wow. All right, well, there you go. You see, you called it. Mark Henry's hand. Remember that from, was it Mae Young? Mae Young? Oh, man, dead man. Jesus Christ. Those days was bananas. So there you go. That was your question. Anybody else has a prompt they want to ask, let me know. We're going to make it happen. You did ask another one. If that ever existed, what social? No, we already did that. You asked. Let's ask, what would it work today? Okay, let's see. What is the storyline or gimmick of Attitude Era that would work today? So Vince McMahon dropping that slur on TV, instantly canceled. DX doing blackface, instantly. Okay, so what would work? Right to censor, remember that. Mae Young giving birth to a hand. Hey, dead man. There it is, buddy. There it is. They're robbing you of sleep. That's how it does with kids, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, somebody got banned. Ryan, welcome on in, but we're gonna allow that though. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Hartman in the building. I don't know if my mods are here, but let's give Ryan a shout out. Man, listen, did you enjoy SummerSlam? Ah, man, Seth, I knew that was happening. I knew Seth was gonna make it through. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit that heart button. Give Mr. Ryan, the PAX God, some love, please. Please hit that heart button, please. Oh, that was the Katie Vick. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense now. Ah, that was the Katie Vick. You are catching straight facts. I was wondering what the Katie Vick thing was. Okay, yes, I remember that now. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Attitude Era could not last today in today's world at all. Seth is awesome. Love the how you teach. Yeah, Seth did a great job. Happy for that. is Z. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Z.ai. Like I said, this is completely free. No 20 bucks a month, nothing. Look at what it did when we gave it the prompt about the Lost Boys. And look at the slides. This is the Lost Boys here. Mr. Cheeks, Freaky Ty, DJ Nice Pretty Lou, Renee was their hot single. Look at this. Chat, look at this. Chat, look at this. Do you guys see what I'm looking at right here? A simple prompt. Give me a breakdown of the Lost Boys, hip hop crew from the 90s. Their top 5 best tracks, cover art, and photos are all welcome. And this is a free AI tool. It's not even a plugin. It's not even a plugin. What do they make it on? It's on HTML if you want. No, not HTML. I mean, we could make it HTML, but what did they make it on? Okay, it's still doing something here. It's creating a third slide. It ain't done yet. I'm assuming when it's finished, this has to be on this has to be Google Slides. There's no way this is has to be Google Slides, I'm assuming. And it's still working. It is still working. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, check it out. Z.ai. Like I said, do your research in case, you guys want to know what it's about before you put any prompts in. Again, as I highly recommend, don't put anything personal in these chatbots unless you make your own private chatbot, which we will make at 9 p.m. So if you guys stick around to 9 p.m., we're going to build a private AI agent, which allows us to do a private Discord bot. And we'll have that Discord bot, be able to talk to chat, etc. So Tribe Called Quest images of Marvel characters. I like that prompt. Say less. Let's do it. I'm going to put that prompt. I'm going to put that prompt somewhere. Put in ChatGPT for now. Would ChatGPT be the best place for that? Maybe Midjourney might be better. Well, we'll test it out. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, wow. So as you guys can see, these slides are way better, and ChatGPT didn't give us any slides. Yo, Sleeper, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? So I'm impressed by this already. It's a free tool, Z.ai. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. So on to other news while this is still going through. Okay. Yo, Vic, what's up, man? Welcome on in. Yo, aren't they? Could you imagine? I'm going to ask it to do something else. This is crazy. Vic, how you been, my friend? Hope all is well, man. Happy Monday. So last week, we spoke about Runway. I did the short about it, how Runway has this new thing called a Delph, and it allows you to make changes to videos without you having to reshoot. And I tested it out. I went to my friend's barbecue this weekend, recorded his neighbor's place. It was I don't think I have the video of that. Hopefully I do. It was a nice sunny day. And I said, you know what? Add snow to it. And look what it did. It added snow to it. It looks so realistic. These were the chairs that was there. These cars were here. My car is parked over here. And it looked like snow, legit. It's crazy that it can do that. Can I see? Did I upload? Let's see if it shows me the video that I gave it. It does not. But as you guys can see in this image, as small as it is, it was a warm day. And that was that. This is crazy that it does that. But the cool thing is, we're going to go ahead and make a prompt. Tribe Called Quest images of Marvel characters. And let's generate. And let's see what happens. Do we want to make it an image? How do we want to do this? Let's go ahead. Let's go new. And let's go ahead and create a new session. So this is a Delph, it looks like. I need to go in the image. I'll do the prompt. Generate. Let's make this image. And let's see if it can make the image animated. Let's see if it does that. All right, let's go back and check on Z.ai. All right, Z.ai seems to be complete. It looks done to me. Now I can actually share this or play it. Let's play it. Why not? this is bananas that you can actually play the slides. Renee was one of the best tracks out there. Like it gave even Hot 100 R&B, like it gave like this is so impressive. So impressive, guys. And it's just completely free. South Jamaica Queens. Look at this. It says create for free. What does that mean? Okay, it took me out of where I was at. Okay. I can share this. I can export it to a PDF, which is amazing. And also copy the link. I'm going to share it in chat and see what happens. Chat, click on that and see where it takes you. You could trust me. Okay, so that was cool. I like that. That was pretty awesome. Let's go back to Runway and see if Runway got anything cool for us. This is nothing like what you asked. A Tribe Called Quest, images of Marvel characters. No. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this one and see what it does. And see what it gives us. Because I think Runway is most better for videos than it is for actual images. So we're gonna go ahead and try it with the chat and see what Z.AI gives us. Netflix only. Raw on, yeah, Netflix for a while. Since January, that's correct. Since January, Raw has only been on Netflix. So indulge it, enjoy it. They're in Brooklyn too, which is awesome. So, and like I said, Midjourney is another tool that I use. I like Midjourney a lot. So if you guys want to focus more on art, I think Midjourney is the way to go. But let's see. We put this in Z.AI. It knows what we're asking because it says Tribe Called Quest is a legendary hip hop group, and Marvel is a huge is a comic universe. So probably the artwork combined them both. Okay, all right. Let's see what you got. Let's see. It's thinking. All right. So if this does something very well, again, I'm gonna give this props. Like it's free. I don't understand how it's free. Okay, what about APIs? Do we pay for the API? I'm opening this in a new tab. Let's see what we got. Because if we can take the API model, no, it's all free. This is bananas. This is bananas, guys. It does video. It does chat. So what's crazy is we might be able to even integrate this with our chatbot. All right, we'll dive into that a little bit. Let's focus on what's going on here. So what does it say here? All right, so because it's official Marvel, because Marvel is a licensed artwork, it looks like it can't do it for us. But they did tell us what each person would be. So, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, chat. Like you guys been sitting here looking at small letters this whole time. Yeah. So as you can see, no official art because it is, again, licensing. But like I said, the fact that it instead said Q-Tip will be one of these characters, this person, like the fact that it still did that is impressive. This tool, this GLM 4.5 is, again, you guys could try it for free. Spend no money. Just got to sign up, I believe. Can't wait for Wednesday. What's going on Wednesday? So go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check it out and let me know what you guys think. I am going to go back to Runway and we need to get some videos. You know what? Let's go back to the same video. And I'm going to say, make it rain. Cats and dogs. Nah, I'm not gonna do cats and dogs. Make it rain. We're going to make it rain, guys. I want to make it rain hot dogs. How about that? No, it's in the queue. All right, let's do it. Season 2 comes out of... Season 2 of what comes out Wednesday? Okay, while that's doing this thing, I'm going to dive into another AI news that happened this past week. Oh, Wednesday. Duh. Like I learned to read. He said Wednesday. And that is this company here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what awesomeness they're doing. So they released an open source Honey 3D world model, which is the first ever open source 3D world generation model, complete with pipelines for full editability and simulation, set to transform game development, VR, and digital content creation, and so on and so forth. So this looks pretty cool based on this video. So I'm going to pick this up so you guys can see it. And this is an open source model as well, guys. And you type in what you want, and voila, here it is. You give it an art style, and it will convert it to 3D, which I think is bananas. This is King's On. This is bananas. Again, now, if you want to build your own game, guys, here it is. With controller support. Yeah, I'm speechless as well. Doesn't have to be first person, as you guys saw, but this is crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can try it out. All right, chat, this is what we do. Let me clicking on the things that you guys don't need to click on and see what happens. Creativity have no limits. That's the best thing. Okay. Yeah. So I'm assuming this is like register. I see email here. I'm assuming. So I'm going to try this. Again, don't try this at home, chat. Pay-per-views 2 nights in a row? Yes. Rock, welcome on in over on your YouTube side. What model is this? This is the Honey Yuan. I'll play the video for you. Did you see the video? I'll play it again for you if you didn't see it before. Real quick, just so you can see it. Something went wrong. Yeah, I got to figure out. We have any Asians in the chat that can explain to me what I'm doing wrong here? Yeah, Big L's SmackDown. SummerSlam was 2 days. First night was surprise. Seth Rollins showed up and won. Yo, Jimish. What's up, man? Welcome on in, buddy. How's Tech Talk Monday's been phenomenal so far. Look at this. Look at this tool right here. Yeah, I want to test this out. I mean, we could use we can copy and put in a ChatGPT or Zia, Z.ai. Yes, Brock Lesnar showed up yesterday. Surprise, surprise. And you guys told me Brock couldn't come back. Yeah, okay. So Rock over on YouTube, this model here allows you to create video games with images or by natural language. Type it in the prompt, and it will build the scene for you. with controller support, etc., which I think is huge. And when this is, I mean, you could test it out now. I mean, let me see what this is. Let me click on some of the other things. Maybe some of this is in English. Clearly not. They're all in Chinese. But as you guys can see, it is open source. You can go ahead and get it from GitHub. What is Hugging Face? Maybe this is a game we can try. I know this is more of a GitHub thing again, isn't it? It sure is. Okay. Like I said, I assume this is register. Oh, that's WeChat probably. This got to be register, right? I'm surprised that my translate did not pop up, but let's see. Yes, translate, please. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so yeah, like I said, it was WeChat. Ha! I understand what it was. See, there we go. All right, so I got to put in an email twice. Let's do this. The SuperTechGod. Okay, verification code was sent. All right, so let's see. While we wait for that, I'm signed in. Let's check my inbox. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. All right, 9207. All right, let's go ahead and log in. While that's doing this thing, let's go back and wrap up the runway, and then we'll dive into this. So we asked Runway to make it rain hot dogs. And sure enough, these physics look very blah. Wow, but look how the hot dogs made, the physics with the snow. That's impressive. I do like that. One more time. See how the snow, like it moved the snow around? That is awesome. That is awesome. Pretty cool. All right. So you guys seen it? Runway, like I said, without having to do reshoots, you can even add an image and say, add this car into this scene, and it will do it. You can say, hey, make this daytime, right? And it will do it. So this is a pretty cool tool. I really like it a lot. You can also change angles, right? So if, you know what? I'm going to put it up on YouTube so you guys can see exactly what this is all about and not just me talking recklessness. Maybe I could do it here. Runway Adelph. Here we go. Actually, let me go to my history because I know I saw the video earlier. There it is. All right. So if we take a look at this.
Aleph is a powerful general-purpose video model that can accomplish a wide variety of transformation tasks, like viewpoint changes, in-painting, out-painting, relighting, reanimation, style transfer, and many, many more. To access Aleph, simply drag a video clip into the prompt box within a session or into chat mode. For the best results, make sure your video clip is 1280 by 720 and no more than 5 seconds long. Let's start off with something simple like a relighting task.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Phenomenal. How this isn't that bananas? I'm gonna show you guys Act Two, which is what I spoke about 2 weeks ago, which is their facial and hand gestures. Like, look at this. I want you guys to see this before we dive in. Look at this. Like, this is bananas. Right. Editing is going to be so much easier for people in this space. It blows my mind. Look at this. Time to make a tech AI. I'm making an AI version of myself. This is great. We could make a Toy Story movie, guys. Oh, chat, chat. My mind is blown. I'm sorry, it's blown. So yeah, Runway. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Like I said, some awesome tools with it. I'm pumped to dive into it and start making some stuff and see what comes out of it. But like I said, we do have a AI section in the Discord. If you guys want to hang out in there and talk about AI or do some cool things or check out some of these awesome links and wonderful tools, it will be there for sure. All right, so we got back to Honey Yuan. Go ahead, translate. I don't know why you didn't translate what this is. I'm assuming one is play. Yes, please, please. Yes, yes, yes. Application experience. Okay. All right, so look at we got a bunch of things behind me. Okay, we can go forward. We can zoom out, zoom in. This is while. Can I go forward? No. And what does this do? So that was 360 degrees, 260 degrees. What is this, I wonder? Try to translate while I was doing this. Okay. Super fast. Okay, we can move. Look at that, chat. Oh, trying to hurt myself. Okay. Whoa, whoa, this is cool. This is so cool. All right, where's the other things? There it is. This is all done in a browser, guys. Imagine trying to make a game now in a browser that has these type of 3D effects. Like, I can't even think about it. I never thought about how difficult it is to make a game like this. But the fact that this stuff exists, like, this is madness. Sorry, making y'all dizzy. Let me go back to 360 and see what we could do there. Can I move in this one? I can't. All right, so we can't move in the 360. We can only look around. But this is cool. This looks like Nevis right here. This island looks good over there. All right, let's see what else we got. This looks like Legend of Zelda right here. This art style. Let's check it out. Yes, it does. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is crazy. This is awesome. And you can try this all out for free, guys. Again, the link I will leave in the description of the email of the video. We are live right now, but once it's done, I'm going to add all these links to it so you guys can go ahead and try it out yourselves. Chat, if you guys over on Twitch want to try this out, I'm going to put the link to the post here. And you guys can go ahead and check it out as well. I meant to give this a like, and I will. All right, so let's go back to this. And yeah, no, this looks pretty good, guys. As you guys mentioned, content now is limitless. Whatever your mind can think about, you'll be able to do. This is bananas. For a very basic model of give me a lighthouse. Like, I'm sure you can do other things to touch up the water and everything else, but this right here is so good. I'm going to look at some more models and see what we got. I like what this looks like over here. Oh, look at the sky. This is bananas. Kim Zahan. So Runaway for videos? Yes. Runaway for videos and for any type of, if you want to do your own 3D animation as yourself, right? Runaway is the way to go. If you want art, Midjourney, still my go-to is Midjourney. If you want to build your own websites like we used to do, like we did at the first Tech Talk, Lovable, hands down the best thing to do. I've used Lovable to make applications for clients, and it's been flawless because Lovable, again, has everything with it. It has the front end and the back end, right? So front end is Lovable's platform. The back end is Superbase. So you have the database. It's SOC 2, so it's highly secure. And yeah, so those will be for sure. Runaway for videos, Midjourney for art, and Lovable to create whatever your mind can think about. I'm going to click on one more of these and see what we have. This is crazy. This looks so good. I don't know. This is awesome. I am intrigued and I cannot wait. Oh, also over on the red side, here's a link to it so you guys can go ahead and check it out. This is so impressive. So impressive. All right, chat. I don't want to bore you guys with all this art. I'm going to pick one more. It's Volcano. And then we're going to head back into, yeah, this looks cool. This looks cool. But those, you can just look around in 3D. This one, you can actually move around. So we're almost at 9 p.m., which I said we're going to do the private AI bot, private AI agent, I should say. And we're going to use that agent to build us not build us a chat bot, but connect to our Discord bot and have it control the Discord bot from its agent side. All right, I'm going to explain what an AI agent is shortly, as well as the 3 different models of AI agents so that you guys can understand what you're looking at when we go ahead and start building this stuff out. All right, I'm going to go back to Runway. So you guys saw that. Again, I put the link in the chat. Pretty cool tool. Pretty good, awesome news. Like I said, biggest thing that might come out tomorrow is ChatGPT 5. Can't wait for that. I showed you guys ChatGPT Study and Learn for people who are in school. Awesome tool. It helps break down your problems. Don't give you the answer. It just helps you get to the answer. So that's pretty cool. And we spoke about this new free chat tool called Z.ai. It's that simple. Go ahead and type it in. And again, it's free and it has APIs. So we might be able to use this for our chatbot, which is pretty cool. It has different models here. Notebook LM, again, I was able to take videos, training videos that were hours long and PDFs for a client, put it into Notebook LM, and give them back a training course, their own personal professor that they were able to ask it questions and it would take them directly to what they want. Like that is the way of training. That's the way of proposals, I think, going forward. Being able to put your proposal in this type of notebook LM and send it to your clients, and they can actually understand exactly what each part of your project is all about. And then if they have questions, they can ask it before coming back to you. I think that's huge. And again, this is something you can try out right now. It is called Notebook LM from Google. Go ahead and check it out. And then last week we also did Google Opal, which is still in the open beta. So like I said, if you guys want to try it out, now is the time to do so. Okay. We built, what did we do? We did a Marvel Snap quiz. Yes. All right. So speaking of which, so what we did with this was, which was bananas. We typed in natural language and said, hey, make us a tool that allow us to put a YouTube URL in and create a quiz with 5 questions from it. And what I did was I took a video that I did with Dexter and Nina about variants, and we put it in there, and it created a quiz, and the questions were like perfect. Smoke Packs, welcome on in, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, Notebook LM is super nuts, super crazy. But again, this is free, guys. Right now in open beta, it's called Google Opal. All right, go ahead and check it out. As you can see, they have like demo ones for you guys to actually look at and test out. So it gives you guys like the ideas as to what you can actually build. And I'm telling you, you guys are not disappointed, because what we're going to do in the next 5 minutes, we're going to use a tool that is what I use to build private agents for clients, myself, etc. And it is kind of like Opal. The difference is Opal, you can type in, hey, make this for me, where this tool we're going to look at, you can't do that. You have to use the modulars. The tool I'm talking about also is heavy in JSON. So if you want to code, you can. We're not doing any code whatsoever. So you guys are going to see that shortly. So let's go ahead and look. Hey, that's the cream. Oh, we know. Yeah, Smoke Packs and bonus. So I know where you guys are from for sure. So like I said, hey, if you guys want to build an app, you can type it in natural language. Let's say I want a app that takes an image and in detail tell me all about the colors used and why. Okay. Might not be fun me saying that, right? It might be fun, this basic code, this basic app, but let's see if it does it. Let's see if it makes something. All right, so there it is. In seconds, it made input of image. So again, as you guys know, this is the user part. Then the AI is going to analyze, and then it's going to spit out a report. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's pick an image. Let's pick a variant from Marvel Snap and see what it says. Actually, Dr. Doom from Fortnite. No, let's do Marvel Snap. Let's see what it says. I did take Galactus. Let's go. See what we got. All right, let's see what it does. All right, so it took the image. As you can see, it shows it's sending it to the analyzer and making it do what it do. And then it's going to spit out the analysis report. Now, and it's done. And there it is. So there you go. So I gave it, and you can see the console here. So you see the breakdown in the steps. Okay, how long it took. All right. And you can change the themes if you want. But as you can see, I gave it the Galactus First Steps variant that's coming out tomorrow. And it broke down the warm tones, the orange, the reds, the yellows. It broke down everything about it. So imagine you guys had to do a blog, or you guys do a blog, or you guys want to talk about tech. You guys want to talk about anything. You can then say, hey, create me a tool Then when I send you the link, you break it down to me in the 5 top major points and then put it in a format. Like this can do that for you. And if you want to add your own thing, you can. You can add your own module here. So, all right, I want another user input and I want to connect it to this. And this user input is going to be when I do this. Like you can do that. Or besides all that, you can say, you know what? Let's add an image generator to give me a mock-up of what a painting with those colors will look like. And just like that, chat, just like that, it added the generating painting mockup, just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave this here. Like I said, go check it out. Google Opal, all right, 100% free in its beta stage. Go ahead and try to build some apps. Again, this is the time or the age where you could bring your ideas to life. All right. We're going to go ahead and dive in. As I promised at the top of the hour, 9 p.m., we're going to go ahead and talk about making a private Discord bot using a private AI agent. Now, before we dive into that, the question really comes down to what is an AI agent? So I can ask the chat bot if you want me to, which we might just do that. To me, it is an autonomous. There we go. It basically exactly what it is. So an AI agent is like a digital assistant. It's a worker, understands the environment via the data and the inputs, makes decisions using an AI model like ChatGPT or others like Z.AI, and it takes action to complete a task automatically with or without any human input. Okay. So as you mentioned last week when we tested this out with OpenAI's own AI agent, we asked you to do something. It came back to us and said, hey, we need this. We need your intervention to do this. So that's what AI agent is all about. It is a digital assistant. What you guys, if you guys have ever paid an assistant to do something, this is what a AI agent is all about. It is a digital assistant. Okay. So again, perception is it gathers information. It then uses reasoning and decision making to use any of the AI logic rules or the LLMs and to decide what the action is. It executes said action and then completes this task, right? And that's what it does. So as you can see here, some of the virtual assistants they have here from ChatGPT to Siri to Alexa, as you guys know, virtual assistants that we can ask like, hey, blank. I'm not going to say it for all your phones go off. Of course, hey, we're not going to say that either. Those are what we call virtual assistant, right? Then we have automation bots, N8N bots, Zapier, AI agents, etc. We have autonomous agents like AutoGPT, etc. We have customer service bots like Zendesks and all that. And of course, we have personalized bots, which can read your emails and reply just like you. So I'll give you guys a use case. I had a client reach out and he wanted to take his personal emails or personal reports, things that he wrote, have an AI bot scan it, and then have it going forward after receiving data, create the reports just like how he would, and also send emails out just like how he would. So he asked me, there's such a tool. He didn't want to use ChatGPT or Google Gemini. He wanted a private thing, which his files can stay local and it scans it local and then does its thing. And I said, yep, no problem. We can make it happen. So I created a local, meaning offline, not on any hosting service, a local AI agent. So there are 3 types. Local, which is completely free, kind of, but it uses your resources. So it uses your PC's resources, right? So how fast you want it to be, how strong you want it to be is based on your PC. It uses your internal network, and therefore you have to protect that, right? So you have to worry about the firewall. You can use stuff like Cloudflare, etc. You have to go ahead and secure your own internal network, and all the storage, everything else is local to you. Yes, it can connect to external resources like OneDrive and Google Drive, but in that case, everything was local. local on the drive, local on external, local on the NAS. Everything was in-house. Now, I did make a video. I'm going to put that local one on my Patreon. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to leave that for that, give that some type of content. Then we have the agents that are public, which is the ChatGPTs, the Z.ai, where it's on their servers. You put your information in there, it goes out and does the task for you. What we're going to do tonight is the private one, which is going to be on a hosted provider. So when I mean private, I mean your hosted provider, not Google's or ChatGPT's. And from that hosted provider, you are going to install your program to create your AI agent and then connect it to whatever you want, whether it be your email, whether it be your calendar, whether it be your Discord. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So kick things off. We're going to talk about that. We're going to go in steps. First thing you should do, of course, is build your Discord bot. So how you do that, you go over to the wonderful world of discord.com/developers, right? You're going to create a new application. Don't mind these. These are all test things that I were doing. I am going to build the Ken bot, which will be utilized in my Discord, but this was just testing stuff out some time ago. So you can go ahead and click on new application. You're going to go ahead and check that box, and you're going to give this a name. So we're going to do the test. We'll call this test, T.E.S.T. All right, we'll figure out what acronyms. You know what? Oh, shoot, what happened? Yeah, here we go. T.E.S.T. All right, let's see what kind of acronyms we can get for that. Let's ask ChatGPT. Yes, I am a human. Okay. Don't worry about seeing all my information here because this is going to be deleted. It's just a test bot. I'm doing this to help show you guys exactly how you want to build out your Discord bot. All right. Tactical Enhanced Super Tool. There it is, guys. That's what it is. Our Tactical Enhanced Support Tool. I said super. Super's in my mind as always. All right, so there we go. We have tests. It is now set up. It's here. Your next step is going to be the installation step. All right, so you're going to make sure you go ahead and add this to your Discord server. All right. So I'm assuming you already have a Discord server. I built a new test Discord server, but again, for this video, I'm going to assume you have one. If you don't have one and you want to know how to, make sure I have this pulled up. Sorry. You want to know how to create your own Discord server. I'm going to show you that in a second. Let me go ahead and add the settings I want to add here. So before you go ahead and copy this link and click on it and add it to the server, you're going to go ahead and make sure that the user install has applications. The guild is a bot as well. Yep, we'll save that. And you want to set the permissions to be able to send messages. All right. Of course, if you want to do anything else, if you want it to be an administrator where it can greet your people, ban them, kick them, whatever the case is, you can also do that as well. But for right now, we're making this bot only the ability to send messages. All right. So that means it gets to respond back to whoever's talking to it. But again, you saw the list. You can make it as robust as you want, make it an administrator. And I don't recommend it. But of course, that's all on how you feel about it. We'll copy this for now. Let's go over to Discord. So here, we built a new Discord server. If you want to know how to do it, you can click on the plus sign here. And you can go ahead and create your own Discord server. You can use a template or create your own. Here, what we did was, welcome on in, Alexander Isaac. How you doing, buddy? What we did here was we created one. We called it Test Discord Server. And I added a few channels here. All right. So that's what I did. That's what you guys see here on the left. AI program is going great. We just started. We're going to go ahead and dive into making an AI agent with no code. All right. So now that we have this set up, we're going to go ahead now. And we're going to actually, I'm on the wrong one. We're going to actually go ahead and invite this to our Discord. All right. Okay. add to. So it is using the Discord app. Maybe I should have closed that. But either way, what you guys are missing is basically it shows me all the servers that I have and what server I want to add it to. I'm adding it to the test Discord server, okay? And it has the ability to send messages. That's basically it. All right. So now I'm going to go back into that. And as you can see from the general, the test is here. All right. The tactical enhanced support tool is now in the test server. Yes, no problem. It will be on Twitch. No, it'll be on YouTube. I don't think I'll put it on Twitch, but maybe I would. Yeah, it might be on Twitch. Don't you worry, I'll leave it there. So as you can see here, we have it now in the Discord. It's here. It is invited. It's slid into the server just now. Okay, so that's the step. Step 1, create your Discord bot. Step 2, give it the send permission and make sure it's a bot. Step 3, or whatever permission you want to give it. Step 3, you invite it to your Discord server. Okay. Now, once that is here, you know it's here, it's live. We're all set. We can go ahead and check the server settings. And you can see the members, but you should be able to see the integrations and see the test bot is here. Okay. So it has access to all the channels. It can do et cetera, et cetera. As you guys can see here, this is exactly what it has, the permissions that it has, et cetera. You go to roles, you see that it has its own role. So it's here and it can send messages. That is the goal. All right. So we know all that is set up. Now we're going to go over to building our AI agent to help control this test bot. Now, to do all that awesomeness, we're going to go ahead and dive into one of the sponsors of this video. They're right here in the top right, and that's Hostinger. Okay, Hostinger, however you want to pronounce it. Just be careful how you pronounce it. These wonderful, amazing people out here are the sponsors of this wonderful video, and I've been using them for some time. They have amazing, inexpensive plans when it comes to hosting. All right, so this now is taking the onus off of your network, off of your resources on your computer, and off of the security in your home or wherever you want to keep it local. This will allow you to create. I know how the Godfather would pronounce exactly. This will allow you to create these wonderful agents and a plethora of it by using any of these popular popular plans. You can go with KVM1 if you plan to build 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I'll give you 5 on KVM1. If you want to build 20 plus, I say go KVM2, 50 plus, and 100 plus. Those are the ranges you should do. So if you want to kick things off, $4.99 a month, able to build your own private AI agent, I say go ahead and do so. Now we're going to go ahead, and the reason why these are amazing, because what we're using to actually build out our agent is N8N. I did mention it earlier. I told you Opal is kind of on that level, but it allows you to type in what you want with Opal. So N8N with Hostinger, they allow you to build N8N directly on it. Now you can go out and try to get N8N on its own platform, right? But on that platform, they limit you to a certain amount of agents you can build. It's a whole different platform, and it's more expensive to doing it this way. The difference there is they are handling the majority of the upgrade, etc. Here, you have to handle that yourself, but it's very simple. And once you get this plan, it automatically adds NA8 for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on my workflow. So I already built 2 out 4 days ago, as you guys can see. This is my testing. I tested out SuperTechGod, and I did a SuperTechGod RSS feed. So what I did with these 2 things was I created a chat bot in my Discord, which people can talk to for the SuperTechGod, and it will respond back using ChatGPT's language model. And then I used an RSS feed, which allowed me to have the SuperTechGod send AI tech news into a channel. But before it got there, it uses AI to do what I asked, which is gather the information, make it the top 5 things about said articles, and then send it over to the Discord. Now, what I want to do now is build a new one. We're going to do it from scratch. We're not going to do it. We're not going to look at this. We're going to do it from scratch so you guys can also do it yourselves and see how it works. All right. So we're going to go ahead and create a new workflow. That's what they call them. And these workflows are exactly what they are. So like I mentioned before with Opal, you click on it and you can build, you can take modulars, right? Here, you can't type that in. You only can do what you need to do here. White Wayne Brady, welcome on in, buddy. Welcome on in. All right. So as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with a Discord trigger. All right. So what a trigger is, it's what starts off your bot, what starts off your AI agent, right? So we're going to do a Discord trigger because we're talking about a Discord bot. And we're going to add that workflow here. So as you guys can see, it pops up. Now, you will have to create a credential for your Discord bot. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. That's why we did it from scratch. When you go to create a new credential, it needs the client ID, it needs the bot token, and of course, it has the NA8 API key. So this is what you're going to be doing. So you're going to go over to your Discord bot that you created here, okay? You're going to go over to bot, and you're going to go ahead and reset your token, all right? Yes, do it. I got to go ahead and put my authentication code in. Stand by, everybody. Discord. Let's spell Discord now. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. I highly recommend everybody get a authenticator app, whether it's Authy or whatever you prefer. Google, I just get you one. Okay. Security is the biggest thing here. All right. So I know you guys are going to see my code. I'm not worried about it. Again, I'm going to erase this bot once we're done. All right. So we have the token. Okay. We're going to go back to NA8. We're going to add that bot token right here. Okay. Now, for the client ID, if you guys are not sure what it is, it's the Auth2 client ID for the Discord app. So again, you're going to go back to your Discord app. You're going to go to Auth2 because it told you exactly what it was. And you're going to copy the client ID. There it is. That's simple. You're going to go back here and you're going to paste that right here. So now you have your client ID, you have your bot token, and now the API is already in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And you have your base URL. Okay, so now your base URL is going to be the URL you're going to use that's from your NAN, your platform on Hostinger. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I think it shows my public IP, I am not going to show you guys mine, but you guys will know exactly how to get it nonetheless. So that's what we're going to do here. Let me see. I thought I had it somewhere else. Maybe I don't. But you guys are going to look at my face for a second while we do this. All right. I'll stay in the circle while I do this. All right. And don't you worry. I am going to make a video and post this on YouTube strictly about this. It won't have us talking to chat, etc. Even though I know you guys like talking to chat. But the live video of this will be up there forever as well on Twitch. All right. So let me go ahead and get my URL. Okay. There it is. I think that's it. We won't find out shortly. One second. Let me go ahead and check something before I continue. Save. Yes, please. All right, let me check out my other bots real quickly. And then I can tell you for sure. Oh, I'm stupid. I could have just looked at it like this. All right, hold on. Escape. Personal credentials. Oh, they were all here. I could have just looked at it from here. Nope, that's not it. Huh. Very odd, chat. Very odd that one of them has that. The other one, oh, it does have it. Okay, hold on. Hold on, chat. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. All right, cool. I found it. All right, cool. I found it. Don't you worry. All right. All right, cool. I can show you guys that anyway. All right, let's go back to the workflow so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, the ads are up? All right, we'll wait the 1 minute. We'll wait the 1 minute while the ads are running so you guys can see my face in the meantime. For those who don't have ads, how you guys been? Hope all is well. You guys having a good old time. Hope you guys are still with me. Like I said, I'm going to make a simplified video so you guys can see just this in its awesomeness. But for right now, with chat, we're going to be looking at this like the way it is. We'll wait for the ads to complete so everybody can see it and there's no issues. In the meantime, for those who are here that are wonderful subscribers, you guys ready for some Snap tomorrow? It's going to be a very interesting day. 5 new cards. That's still blowing my. I got to make some lists. I got to do a bunch of stuff. There's a plethora of variants. I got to make a variant video. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. We got a couple of seconds left before we get back into it. 26 seconds. Let's play some music in the meantime. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Redshift, Black Knight. Oh, oh my goodness. See, you guys cooking it up already. I can't with y'all. I can't wait. I'm excited for tomorrow. I cannot wait. All right, let's go ahead back to this. All right, so we got this set up now. The Discord trigger is ready, kind of. We had to build the API for our Discord bot. All right, I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Here it is. Here's all the information. So you know it's good when you hit retry and it tests successfully. That is the key. So you got to make sure of, okay? So it's testing successfully. You're good to go. Client ID, bot ID, the API key is already in there, and then, of course, your URL, all right? Then you're going to go over to what you want your trigger to do. Again, this is all basic things, all right? So you guys can go ahead and play around with it, but nonetheless, you're looking to see what you want your trigger to do, okay? So we want it to send a message. That is the goal, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and select the server. Already logged in? Yes. Oops, sorry. So now we need the server name or ID, okay? So how we get that? We go back to the Discord. We go ahead to the server, and we do, sorry, where's the server? Right here. And we do copy server ID. So you guys saw that? Bat Knight, welcome on in, buddy. You right-click on the server, and you click copy server ID. All right, so then you go ahead and go back into your workflow, and you have the server ID here, all right? Already logging in, close, reopen. What do you mean? I gave you the server ID. That's what I want. Okay. I am... Message. Nah, I don't want to use any code. No code whatsoever. Oh, we got to close and reopen the node? Okay, learn to read, tech. I'm quiet. You can't hear me? How about right now? Interesting. That one did it, but this one is not. I don't know because we just built it, but it should work. As you can see, this is pulling up the other Discord bot. So why isn't this working? Already logging in. Close, reopen this node once you have your changes. All right, so you know what? Let's close this. Execute. Of course, we have problems because we didn't do anything with it. I want to go ahead and take a look at, let me save. Take a look at the credentials. Everything here looks good. Second one, everything here looks good. All right. Oh, late night radio voice? You already know. You already know. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see if we're missing anything here. We have the bot code. We have our token. We got it installed. Oh, we are missing a step, chat. We are missing a huge step. That's on me. So in the bot screen, we have to make sure that the present is intent, the server members are intent, and the message content are intent. So over on the bot side here, we have to make sure we turn this on. That's on me. All right. Yo, Bat Knight, thanks for the prime sub, buddy. 6 months. Let's go, my guy. I appreciate you. Can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for tomorrow. I tell you that much right now. It's going to be a great time. So I work with my clients? No, not really. I build my stuff out, you know, not in front of them, and then I, you know, provide it to them. But we're doing this live, so we're testing stuff out together. All right? This is what we're doing. But yes, I forgot we have to make sure all this is turned on, okay? So again, chat, rewind back, but don't worry about it. Again, we are going to, I'm going to make a video doing it smoothly and right through. This is just a live version doing it with you guys. So if you guys are doing this along with me, go ahead and make it happen. It is completely different. Oh, calm, yes, POG. That's why most of my clients like me. Well, all of my clients like me because of that. They say I'm very patient with them. You know, most IT companies or IT vendors or professionals are not like this. Some of them talk to them like they're stupid or don't have the time. I make the time, right? I'm very patient. Like I tell them all the time, don't you worry. We'll make it happen. You understand? Yeah, we lie, baby. All right. So again, this is all good. We tested this. This was great. Let's go ahead back to our, oops, what am I doing? Let's go back to our workflow. Let's go back to our trigger. And let's see if this now is going to start doing what it's supposed to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Ready? I'm going to delete this trigger, add a new one. We wanted to send a message, as we said. Like, I don't understand why it's doing that. Because before, with the server ID, let's just specify whether you want to listen. Like, we were able to just do this. But you know what, chat? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do so that we're not looking crazy. We're going to go ahead and look at our one that we did build. All right, SuperTechGod. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Let's take a look at the Discord. So I'm going to show you how simple this is. So, right, it already saw the ID. So I guess it's still trying to sign in, which is interesting because we just built it. So maybe it takes time. I don't think so. But here's what we're going to do. Going back into this. Because see, with this, it's ready to go. Like it already knows. But with this one, it's taking its time. All right. So we're just going to go back to my other Discord chat because we did everything we're supposed to. Everything is set up like it's supposed to. Everything is signed in. We have the managed message. Yep, we have the auth 2. Installation was the key. We got all that here. And we added it to our Discord, which is here. So test is here. So I'm just going to do this. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm going to refresh, ladies and gentlemen. As I always tell everybody, always restart, reboot. All right, see what we got. But as you can see, we can do a lot of things here. We can do role deletes, add, message, etc. All right, we want a direct message. We could do that as well. But that's not what I want. I want a message. So when somebody messages this bot, it responds back to it. That's kind of what I want to do here. I'm not sure why this is still doing this, but you know what we're going to do? Chat. We're going to ask ChatGPT why it's doing this. And this is what we got here. How to fix it. As the message just fully know, pop up. Okay. Reset the credentials. I refresh the UI. Okay. All right, so let's do that. So this is the credentials right here. And like I said, everything is tested successfully. It was 13 minutes ago. So then what is the problem? We try. All right, here's what we're going to do, chat. I'm going to delete this altogether. I'll create a new one. Discord trigger. Okay. Bot mention. All right, so we could do this for the time being. So what that does is if we mention the bot, this workflow should do its thing. Well, let's do it. All right. Here's what we're going to do, chat. So we're not sitting here all night. We're going to create the new workflow with my current bot. Let's go ahead and add that Discord trigger. I'm going to add the SuperTech bot because clearly that works with no problem. Okay. And we're going to set the POG VCS. Yeah, let's do that. I'm down for that. I'll do Tech Talk as well. And then we're going to select the chat we want. So let's go ahead to let's make sure it's verified roles. And when they mention the bot, it will start to type. Or not even that. Let's just do everything that's in that chat that we choose in that channel, it will do it. So let's pick a channel. Let's go with AI agents. All right. So as we picked here, we edited our bot. We added the information we needed. We want the trigger to be a message. Every time a message is sent in this AI agent's channel, and the role that can do it is the verified role, it will respond. Okay, so that is the first trigger we do here. All right, so the trigger is ready. Now, the cool part next is you want to add what happens next. So when somebody goes into that chat and they type in etc. name, okay, you're going to fight the bot. What do you want it to do next? So this is where we want to build the AI agent, okay? So here's the agent, all right? We're going to go ahead and go down to chat model, as you guys can see here. And this wonderful NA8 has a plethora of chat models, all right? You can go ahead and pick chat models based on what you see here, DeepSeek, Google Gemini, which is new, which is awesome now. They got Olama, which is a free one, and the OpenAI chat models. We'll go with the OpenAI chat models because we already have the APIs for it. So if you guys are using OpenAI or any of these chat models, you have to make sure you get the you get the API keys for it to add it into this wonderful chatbot. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that here. All right, so I already have an OpenAI account. I already added my API key. I tested it, and you guys can see it works, okay? So again, if you guys are using OpenAI or any other chat model, you have to get the API key, plug it in, test, and make sure it's connected. All right, so now we can use any of the ChatGPT models. I'm gonna go ahead with the ChatGPT 4.1 mini. Again, this is for the Discord, so people can go in and go ahead and talk to the bot, ask it questions, interact with it, etc. All right, so once that's here, we're gonna go back to our canvas, and you're gonna see a very simple breakdown already. We have our trigger. Matter of fact, let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Okay, good. All right. So you guys can see we have our trigger, which is the Discord, which is, again, when we say anything in the channel, it's going to trigger this the bot. And then we have the AI agent, which is going to use OpenAI's chat model to respond. Okay. So now the next cool thing you can do is once you're done here, you're going to configure what you want the prompts to look for. Okay. So let me pull this back out a little bit so you guys can see. All right. So we're going to go ahead and execute this step. All right. We're going to go ahead and execute the workflow. As you can see, it's waiting to hear. So we're going to open up the Discord. We're going to go into TECHTALK, which I have no idea where I put it now. Oh, there it is. And we're going to go into AI agents. We're going to say hello. Okay. So now it's going to do its thing. And it got the first trigger successful. And then it stopped here at the AI agent. So let's go ahead and see what happened here. So it was looking for a trigger. Now we left it blank. We're going to actually define it. Okay. So defining is basically saying what we're looking for this thing to do. So hello was what we sent. It showed, it came from SuperTechGod, had the timestamp, has the ID, everything else. We want the content. So we're going to drag content into that. That's it, guys. We're not typing anything in. As you can see, it uses JSON. We're just dragging exactly what we're looking for. Hello is what I said. We want the agent to look for the content. So whatever says hello or whatever the content is, this is what it's going to look for now, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and back out. And we're going to go ahead and execute this, okay? So now while it's doing this thing, we're going to say, hello, how are you? Okay? Now it did its workflow. It says it worked successfully, okay? So we know the basic setup right now is working, all right? We know from here we have the chatbot. We have what we want it to be, which is a message trigger. So it's going to trigger when somebody types a message in any of these servers, this Discord. For this time, we do TECHTALK. We'll remove that. And it's going to listen in the AI agents channel. You can add multiple channels. Whatever you gave the bot access to, you can add multiple channels. And you have to give it a specific role. So verified is the role that you have to be if you're in my Discord. But of course, you can set it to only my VIPs or only my etc. be able to talk to the bot. Funny thing is, you can have two bots talk to each other all day, which is fun too. But back to this. So we have our trigger working. Now we're going to go over to our agent. And again, our agent is basically saying, whatever content shows up, use the chat model and execute, execute it. Just look at the chat model. That's it. So as you can see, the output is saying, hello, I'm doing well. Thank you. How can I assist you? Now, that output came from the chat model. It came from our Discord bot, but you guys did not see in the Discord, right? We didn't see anything here. So that's the next step. The next step is now getting this output to display back to our people in the Discord, all right? So we can go ahead and go back here. We're going to go ahead and, before we move forward, we can add memory to this, guys. So what that means is we can say add up to, let me define this again. You don't have to do this, but why not? Add up to 5 or 10 of the chats. Okay, so you can store that in memory for the AI agent. So if you want to go back and check X, Y, and Z, you can do that. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll say add 5 chat conversations, store 5 chat conversations with the AI agents. Okay, so now we have our memory. If you guys want to get even fancier with it, you can add a tool. So you can say with a database or with, Asana or with anything else. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and add Google Ads, Google Drive. So you can say my Discord bot, when somebody comes in the chat and speaks to me, go ahead and grab an image from the tool, which is Google Drive, and share it with said person. So you can get it that granular if you want to. Again, I want to do this to show you guys all the cool things you can do and be like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So as you guys can see, you can do a plethora of things here. You can even say, hey, when somebody talks to me, or if they mention the keyword, help, or whatever the case is, add a task as the tool. Then you can tell it, once somebody says that word and you add it to our task list, send an email out. You can then send an email or add it to my calendar. You can get crazy with it, but we don't want to get too crazy on this video. I'm telling you right now, I did a bunch of madness when I first tested this out a couple months ago. And like I said, building out simple AI agents for clients or for friends of mine that want to get into it is what I focus on. But you can get crazy with this thing. I'm talking about agents on top of agents with memories and chat bots and emails and tasks. But again, let's go back to what we're doing here. So now we want to go ahead and give that output. Okay. So we want to go ahead and use Discord, and we want this to send a message. Okay. So we have our bot token. Okay. We have our Discord bot. We're going with the message. We want it to send. Again, very simple. So we picked Discord, send the message. It already gave us all the basic things here. Okay. We're going to go back to the Tech Talk. We're going to choose the channel. And that channel was AI agents, right? There it is. Now, the message is here. We'll go ahead, drag the output and put it here. Again, it's all in JSON, guys. So if you guys want to do code, you can. If you guys know how to code, that's even better. But if you don't, it's simple drag and drop. We'll get you to exactly what you need, all right? And once we do that, we want to execute the step to see if it works. Okay, so we're going to go back to the Discord while that's running, and let's see what happens, okay? So we're going to back out. It's waiting for us to talk, because that's how it triggers, all right? So we're going to say, who is the best WWE superstar? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. As simple as it was. It took us a few steps, minus the beginning piece. And there it is. You have a chat bot that we ask it any question we want, and it will give us answers in that channel. So again, if you want to do this for your community, you want to give them a channel where they can go and talk to AI, ask AI questions and get answers, you can do that with this simple AI agent that we built. And again, he answered already. This isn't a definitive answer. Who's the best superstar? etc. etc. We got Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Roman Reigns. Wow, Triple H got kicked off this list. Interesting. Nonetheless, as you guys can see, based on that simple task, here it is. Here goes your AI agent. Very basic for Discord, doing the most basic thing on the planet. Triple H, yeah, you're right. There you go. Basic on the planet. As you can see, it kept 2 of the messages. So if you want to go ahead and look at the chat history, you can. Okay, you as the Discord AI agent owner, you can go back and look and see some of the chat conversations that were there. I mean, you of course can see it in Discord as well, but you can see it here to the point where if you wanted to do something with this, you can also say from the memory, add these to my Discord. I mean, add it to my Google Drive in a Google Sheet, or add it to whatever you want. Like, that's how crazy and granular you can get with this tool. Right? After it sends a message, you can also add another action if you want. Okay, you can get crazy with it. Like I said, this is, I messed around with so many different things here that you can add multiple actions to your agent. Okay, but again, like I said, for the sake of this video, I just want to quickly show you guys how you can create a Discord bot, add it to N88 as an AI agent, and have it do that simple task. Okay, so again, we could look at the workflow. You got your triggers, okay? You have the Discord, you have the channel it has to listen to, and you have the roles. Of course, you can change this all to all channels if you want. If you want to give it action to the entire thing, and of course, you can give it to whatever roles you prefer. Again, I said make a role and add it here. You could change the pattern to be only when they do at the bot. Okay, so you can say, hey, just don't go in the chat and start talking at the bot, mention the bot, and then it will trigger. So you could do that as well. Okay, that's something if you guys want to see, we could do that here. So we go ahead and we have that listening. White Rain Brady's in that chat right now. So if we do at SuperTechGod, how are you? Did I not execute the workflow? I don't have it on. Okay, I turned it off. I mean, I didn't turn it off. I didn't say. That's one thing you have to do, guys. Activate your stuff when you're done. Okay, chat? Activate and save every time. That's one thing I forgot to say. Save, and when you're done, make sure you activate. All right, let's execute the trigger one more time. How are you? Ask her the question. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Ask her the question. I want to see what happens. Wait, before you ask it, let me make it active, okay? All right, so now the workflow is active, chat. All right, so that means every time somebody goes into that channel and they mention anything, the bot will respond. All right, so want to make sure we have it active. Brady, go ahead and do your thing. Let's see what question you ask it. Let's see what it says. Did it not execute that workflow? Huh. Brady, are you verified? Who is Casey? Do it without adding it. Let me see what happens. Who is Casey? Anybody know it? Yeah, do it without adding the bot. I want to see what happens. But who's Casey? It's doing something. I just saw it hit the play button. Yeah, Brady, I don't think you're verified, buddy. You're not verified. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see if Brady is verified. White Wing Brady. Nope. You're not verified. That's odd. All right. You are now, buddy. So now you should be able to talk to it and it should be able to respond to you. So go ahead and ask the question. Ask who is Casey. A lot of thinking. Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, let's see. There it is. Huh. This bot has no idea. This bot has no idea what? You have been knighted all this time. Yeah, Brady, you're now verified. I want to go ahead and try a different chat model, chat. Let's try a different chat model. Because that right there is bananas. ChatGPT 4.0 is the latest. Let's see if it knows. If it knows anything better. Because that right there makes no sense. All right. Let's go back to the Discord. And let's say, what is Marvel Snap? Marvel Snap crap. Exactly what it said there. Hello. Why did it not? Oh, because I made the change? Okay, sorry. My bad. Again, guys, when you make changes, make sure you save. We're so accustomed to things just saving automatically. Okay, something happened here. What happened? What happened, chat? I broke something. Cannot unify reading error. Okay. Is it because of the model? Yeah, definitely because of the model. Well, there you guys go. All right, so go back to the mini. Let's save that. And there you go. All right. Marvel Snap is a digital collectible game. All right, there it goes. So it knows what Marvel Snap is. Okay. Who is SuperTechGod? We're going to see if we're online. We're going to see. It definitely is not. What is it doing? Why is it being this way? I changed the model back. Make sure I'm not going crazy, chat. Hold on. Settings, parameters, option. Okay, let's go back to the agent. It is pulling the content. The chat model is getting the information, and then it is sending it out. So all this was successful. All right, so let's do this. Overview. It's active. Who is the super tech god? All right, so now this is being super funny with me, huh? All right, let's do this. Let's see. Let's check something out, chat. Who is the super tech god? You really can't answer that? Interesting. Brady asked you the question. That is interesting, chat. It really can't answer that question. Ask it again, Brady. I want to see why it's not picking up what it's supposed to. All right, so you did something because it did something and it responded. So then what is the issue? It is active. It has the workflow. All right, that's at least answer that question. Clearly it does. All right. Who is the super tech god? Okay. Has no idea. Someone, okay. Character, perhaps super tech god is used. Yeah, it don't like me, as you guys can see here. It does not like me. 100% it does not. Okay. What is 5 plus 9? This is being funny today. Why is it doing this? It was definitely interesting. So now it's just waiting every time. Interesting. You can see like it's running for 106 hours. Yeah, this has been working. So I'm confused a little bit. Oh, stop. Correct, as it should. I'll do the same thing with this. Execute. Okay. Oh, did I change it to D Black Andy? What? Who are these people? Interesting. This wonderful agent doesn't know anything when it comes to Marvel Snap anyway. All right, let me look at the triggers and make sure it's not. It's every pattern, everything. So then what is the problem? Let's go back and look at this one and make sure it's the same thing. It is every. It's mad because I used it twice. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trigger. I want to see if the second one works yet. Nope, second one still isn't working. That's fine. All right, I'm going to save you. I'm going to go back into AI agents. I'm going to do this first and see what happens. Hello. No. Where? Let me see what it says. Interesting. Reddit, Discord, gaming news, etc. Okay, that's where it gets it from. All right, fair enough. Cool thing about this is if you wanted to, you could actually have it. Let me see something. I'm going to give it equations. Let me see something. What is the best card and Marvel Snap? So see, it's responding now without us having to do anything. So it's weird, but not weird. We turned off, put it back on, and it worked. So now it's actually working. What is 7 plus 2077? All right. So this is what's supposed to be doing. It's working perfectly fine. Brady, if you're still in the chat, ask it a few questions. I want to make sure it's still running. I don't know what I had running in the background, but this is exactly what it should be doing. It should be executing the workflow nonstop once it's active. And that's basically the plan when you make the agent, right? Is that you want it to run nonstop so that once it does the thing, it triggers every time. Okay, so you guys can see that here. Like I said, the cool thing is if you wanted to, you can actually feed the agent information. So we could create a spreadsheet or a Word doc of Marvel Snap's characters or the top 5 streamers, etc. Give actual detail about said streamers. And when you ask the agent, it will give you the answer based on the document, the information that's there. So with AI agents, you can actually build your own AI platform per se by giving it the information you want it to spit out. Again, it can give you wrong information, which means it's hallucinating, which it clearly was with this Casey person. But you can then go ahead and create your own database. You don't have to be a spreadsheet. You can actually add a database if you want, and it can pull that information from there. So if you have a database of all the Marvel Snap cards, all the Marvel Snap information, and you want your AI agent to be strictly about that, you can actually do that. So again, for those who have their own Discord or who have things at work or tools that they want to run, you can build an agent and you can go ahead and do exactly that. You know, give your AI agent the information it needs to be able to respond back to you the way you want it to, right? So for example, if we went back and created a new workflow with a different trigger, so I want to show you guys that. You can do manual triggers, right? So you can say, when I click on execute, do the thing, okay? So you can have manual triggers that you can set up webhooks so that this button can be on a website. And you can say, when I click this button, run the trigger, run the entire process, which I think is a pretty cool tool to use, right? Because if you wanted to, again, have your own home chatbot, you can build a front interface, whether it be using a website, right, Lovable, etc. And then you can have a chatbot yourself that you can actually talk to. That's not ChatGPT, but it only utilizes the data that you give it. It can get stuff from the internet like addition, multiplication, etc. But if you want to add your own database, you can do that, right? So you have a ton of triggers here, right? You can do, like I said, you can do the chat trigger if you want to, right? Which allows you to create your own thing and make your own chat bot, whether it be using iMessage or whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. The other triggers you have here, you can do a schedule trigger, right? So you can say every day or every minute between whatever, do this thing, okay? What's cool is you can also add another trigger, right? It doesn't have to just be the one trigger. You can add multiple ones and say, okay, when I do this, do its thing, but also have it on a scheduled timer. Like, these are the things you can do here. I'm hearing the Discord go off. Is Brady talking to the Discord? No, somebody else is talking to me, which I see up there. But nonetheless, Brady, if you're still here, like I said, talk to the agent. I want to see what else it's going to tell you. Then if we go ahead and look at, I'm not going to save this, the SuperTechGod. We use the same Discord bot, and I created a scheduled trigger, right? So I said, okay, every day at 8 a.m., all right, I want you to go ahead, check out the RSS feed for the Google blog RSS, okay? Limit it. I only want 10 items because sometimes the RSS feed comes back with 100 items or whatever the case is. Let's execute this so you can actually see. So as you can see, I have it only 10. Give me the 10 top things I want to see. All right, around AI, etc. Okay, if you wanted to, Let me see if I can show you prior to that. Execute. Yeah. So the RSS feed starts off with 100 items. So I didn't want 100 items just going into the Discord channel. Okay. So I wanted to limit it to just 10. So what you do is you go ahead and you add a limit. Again, these are the things that you probably are like, what? You can do stuff like that? Yes, you can add limits. You can add loops. You can add email triggers. You can add whatever your mind can think about right now, guys. That's what I want you guys to see when you look at this video. It's like, what? We could do all these things? No code? No code at all. Just think about what you want to do and make it happen. If, for use case, if you're working and your job is to make sure every time an email goes out or make sure something goes out, it needs to be added to a calendar, you can create something like this that would do that task for you. So as you can see, it had 100 items. I don't want 100 items. I want to limit it to just 10. So it's still going to give me the top 10 pulls, or it's going to pull the top 100 pulls. Well, I'm going to execute and say, give me only the top 10. There it is. So it gives me the top 10s with the links, the titles, etc. Okay. Then I go use the basic LLM, so the basic large language model, and pull this information. I drag. I'm like, okay, I want the title, I want the content, I want the public date, etc. So again, just dragging and dropping, no code needed. You can add code. Like I said, it is JSON heavy, so you can make it do what it do. All right. So here, what it does is it uses the Google model, because I said pull the information, and I gave it a prompt, and it's going to go to the Gemini and do exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, so that's what it did. It went to Gemini and it gave me all the information that I wanted based on that language model. Take those 10 things and make it, as not as detailed, but as streamlined as possible. Then when you're done, go ahead and send it to my channel, which is Tech News. Okay, and what do I want? I want the text. That's all I want. The text should have the name, the time, etc. And just send that out to my Discord channel. And you heard that? It tries to send 10 or miss something here, get an error. But yeah, so you heard that? It was sending a bunch of them just now. Let's go ahead and check out the Discord. Check out Tech News. And there it is. Okay. Gave me a summary, etc. It gave me some links. And that's, again, another thing you can do with, and you can see the problem and see what's going on. That's another thing you could do with this wonderful N8N. You can create bots that does stuff on a scheduled time trigger, which I think is pretty awesome. Again, it doesn't have to be RSS feed. It could be anything else you can think about. You'll be able to do so, okay? Cool thing as well, you can do merges, which I was testing with too, like getting data from 2 different RSS feeds and then merging them together, or filtering them, or doing a what if route. Like, these are all things that are like, again, did not know this tool can do this. And I was just like, this just blew my mind, messing with it for the past couple of months. And the fact that you can actually do this for $4.99 a month, $4.99 a month, or like I said, I'm going to actually put the video of me building a local one in your home on my Patreon. If you guys want to check that out, you can. But I'm actually going to put a video up of this one up on YouTube so you guys can actually see the flow of the process. No, it's amazing. And, we mentioned if you want to build, like, again, if you want to build a database for something, whatever you're into, you can go ahead and give your private AI agent that database. So everything you ask it will be around that information, which is pretty awesome. So here we have a human in the loop. You can do, every time I send an email, do this. Every time I do a Google chat, to this bot, do that. It doesn't have to be Discord. It can be whatever you want, and it will work. I saw a build out where you can actually build out for those who do telemarketing. Somebody calls in, it will call you. The AI bot on the phone will talk to you, ask you the certain questions it needed, take that information, put it in a whatever you want, whatever kind of document you want, day trade, whatever, yes, whatever you want, and it will send that information to you, all using this N8N, which is bananas. When I saw it, it was crazy, and it wasn't too crazy. It was just strictly when this phone, when from this phone, because you guys can add like Twilio, right? See, Twilio's here, right? So when I get it, when this phone number calls out, use Whisper to listen to the call, get the responses, send the responses in an email. Then from that email, scan the email and then put it where you need to in X, Y, and Z program. Like, guys, this is crazy. And this is all from this tool. And like I said, if you use Hostinger, if you guys do exclamation mark Hostinger, you guys can go ahead and get a cool deal. Or if you guys go and before you check out, use the code TECHTALK. You guys get a cool deal. Test it out. Try it for yourself. The best thing about this is, without having to use the actual N88 website, you guys can make a ton of these workflows non-stop and not have to worry about it because Hostinger allows you to build a ton of it. And like I said, so far I built out 2 to test with before doing the video because I wanted to make sure I tested and it worked. But you can also, speech to text, correct. You can also, like I said, build this out for your home, build it out for if you have clients. So if you're at a job and you're like, hey, I'm doing this mundane work every week, you know what? I'm gonna build an NA8 bot AI agent to just do this thing for me. And the reason why this is more secure than anything else is because it is a private AI agent. It is not you putting your information into a ChatGPT or a Gemini, even though it's using those language models. It's not there. It's not hosted on their platform. Hence why our bot doesn't know who I am, doesn't know who SuperTechGod is. But if I put SuperTechGod in ChatGPT, it will know exactly who SuperTechGod is, right? So let's go ahead and let's just try that. Who is SuperTechGod? Let's see what it says. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that heart button. Please give Smooth Ops some love. As you guys know, the logo creator of the Tech Talk is the one and only Smooth Op. So see, now this is searching the web to find out who SuperTechGod is. And there it is. So like I said, that makes the difference. The difference is the public. Look at that. Look at it. It pulled up a video of me and Cino. Look at it. And it's still going. Okay. The public chat bots like this one, or your private chat bot like the one we just did that had no idea who SuperTechGod was. Again, it knows enough, right? It knows the math, it knows history, it knows what it needs to know. But you want to get that detailed, again, you can give it that information, right? You can give it a source that it can get that information from. SuperTechGod's credit card number, not having a speech to text. Then AI reads the text, inputs the chart. Yes, that is correct in your own design. That is correct, Smooth Out. That's 100% accurate. So you can do speech to text with it, right? The AI can read it and then input it into the proper place. You can teach it your own, the way you say things. You could teach it the way you write things, the way you email things, and it will do it for you. It will do it as you. And that's what these wonderful additional plugins for. So I wanted to show you guys the 2 different ones. So the AI agent does the chat model, but also does the memory, and you can add the multiple tools, right? To say, do this, do that, do this, etc. The RSS feed still uses a model, but it's just the basic LLM chain. That's it. So there's no agent happening here, okay? It's just doing a task. It's just a basic rule, okay? That goes schedule, get my RSS feeds, limit it, use the Google Gemini to condense it, and then send the message to Discord, okay? So there's no like agent or tool or database with the basic LLM. It's just using a basic chat model to do whatever prompt you give it, okay? So like if we went into here and we said, okay, let's go ahead and add, what do we want to do? We're using the Gemini model and we want to give it any type of notes or anything special, we could do that here, but that's it. That's all it will do, okay? As to why using the AI agent, you can do way more. You can do, like I said, you can add memory so it knows store X amount, right? You can say add a tool so it knows, hey, I want to add something else, another N88 workflow, right? So when this happens, pull from this information. or go to the Superbase database and pull this information. Again, these are the things that you can do with N88, and it's very inexpensive, especially if you go this route using the Hostinger. I recommend this to everybody, or my clients, or my friends, my family members. Use this platform to build your N88 product. Because like I said before, let me go ahead and pull up Hostinger pricing. Hostinger pricing. So like I said, they do normal web hosting, website building, etc. You want the N88 VPSs, okay? That's all you want. And like I said, you can build 5 to 10 agents using the $4.99 a month plan. 50 plus you could do with the KVM2. 100 and plus, and then whatever you like. This is what's so good about these things here. And if you want to build it locally at home, just keep these things in mind, right? How many cores you need, the RAM, the hard drive space, the bandwidth. And that's it. That is all. What you guys are seeing me run, I'm running on the $4.99 plan right now. Okay, so you want speed to be faster, you can upgrade. You want this, you want that, you can upgrade. Like I said, I highly recommend using it. If you guys want to, let's go ahead and check it out. Here's the link. And there go the referral code, TECHTALK. And then once you guys are in there, pick your plan. Once you pick your plan, you're able to go ahead and see everything that you need. You get to see your N88 server, and you can go directly to it, or you can go into the manager portion, which, like I said, it has my public IP and stuff, so I'm not going to go there, but you could do that. You can also use the hosting and make it even more secure, even more local by just using the hosting and installing it yourself on that hosting platform. But again, this is the best route to go. You can actually go to N8N if you want, but like I said, they limit you to how much you can have, how many agents you can make. And I think the pricing is a bit different, a little bit more expensive. So here they go. Okay, so they give you workflows and executions based on the monthly price. You can share, etc. Again, so if you guys want to try it here, you can. As you can see, it is more expensive, and it's way more limited here. Okay, but if you use Hostinger, you're good to go. All right, you control it. You do what you need to do. You create your bots, etc., etc. So as you can see, we have everything here set up. We have it talking in the AI agents. We have it doing what we want to do. We ask it questions, and the bot responds. So again, in short, if you guys have your own Discord and you want to, again, have these bots interact with your chat, interact with your community, you can have it. They can have a blast. They can do its thing. The bot will learn as it goes on. It will learn based on the conversations it have, but you can also give it a database if you want and say, hey, pull that information from here. Okay, don't hallucinate. Pull it from this database or this spreadsheet or this Google Drive so you know exactly what we're talking about. So you can make multiple bots that goes on one server. So you can have your Marvel Snap bot. You can have your Marvel Rivals bot. You can have your Pokemon trading bot. And those bots specifically handle those things. So people go and at them in any of the channels, it will give them an answer right away, right? So that's something to think about as well. If you're looking to have multiple bots in one Discord, you can do so, which is pretty awesome. And that basically wraps this up. I know we're going for an ad right now, so we're going to let it sit here for a second, and we'll get back into it once the ad's over. But that basically what we're here to talk about is giving you guys the ability to use your own private AI agent to do as you want, as you please, and not have to worry about uploading your personal documents to one of those, bigger names, right? Now, as you mentioned before, I'm not sure for those who just came in, if you're on YouTube, you shouldn't have any ads, maybe not. But over on Twitch, this is a new free platform called Z.AI. Like I said, go ahead and check it out. We made it create an AI slides for us, and this was better than what ChatGPT has ever done. All right, we gave it a very basic prompt. We said, give us a breakdown of Lost Boys from the 90s and their top 5 best tracks. Cover art, photos, etc. are all welcome. And it gave us this phenomenal breakdown. Like, I'm still impressed on how well it did this. Like, I want to now take this. Again, if there's any prompt you guys want to give me, give it to me. But I'm going to go ahead and type in the top 5 Marvel Snap cards and let me know what's tomorrow's date. Actually, I'm going to say new season. Now, see what might happen because it gave us an issue with Marvel before. Because Marvel is licensed, it might not do it. But we're going to press it anyway. Let's see what happens. We're waiting. We are waiting. I don't see you, Vish, but you can talk in the chat. If you talk in the chat, then I definitely will see you. I mean, YouTube's going to tell me people I have streaming, but just say what's up in the chat, man. Wait for ads to be finished, and then we'll go back to what we're looking at, and let's see what happens. Yeah, I'll be impressed if this pulls this off, because like I said, look what it did with the Lost Boys. Like, again, guys, check it out. It's free. Zia.ai. You can do slides, you can do whatever you want. But I was impressed that it did this when ChatGPT could not do this, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. All right. But like I said, nonetheless, while I was doing this thing, again, whatever you can think about, the goal is to not have to do mundane work, be more efficient without replacing you or replacing anybody else, using your AI bot and agent to help you, right? And again, this project or this agent is not to replace anyone, but it's to have my community have fun, being able to talk to an AI bot. We had a ChatGPT bot that was in all the channels doing craziness. We got rid of that. And that was a long time ago. We were using ChatGPT in my Discord, but now I'm able to build an app and give it to, I'm not replacing you, Brady. Stop it. I mean, listen, we can get the bot to do a lot of things, but we're not going to do that. Okay. But no, it won't eventually. I don't think so. I think just like everything else, AI is another tool that we need to learn. All right. Because the same way we all thought computers would replace X, Y, and Z, it didn't replace people. We just had to get a new skill that we had to learn to be able to utilize it. And I think that's what AI is going to be. I think it won't replace anyone, but you're going to have to learn a new skill. Don't help teach it. Listen, I'm serious. You just have to learn. Listen, if we gave this agent Brady's tasks and said, okay, Brady, you teach it, you make it do what it do, and it takes care of Brady, right? It does Brady's tasks for him. People come in, it gives a shout out. It goes in the Discord, it mods everything. It takes care of things. It fixes and uploads my mishaps that I do every week. You know what I mean? If the AI agent did that, you know, Brady would have so much time to do other things. Brady would now become, he'll be even better. I know how hard does that sound, but he'll be even better. And I think that's where we have to look at it. You understand? We have to look at us taking these tools and making ourselves better. The same way smartphones have made us better, I think, right? It has, right? I mean, the same way computers have made writers better, right? The same way audiobooks made people listen to books differently. Like, I think we have to keep that in mind, that these things aren't replacing us. It's replacing the tasks that we no longer need to do, right? I think that's the biggest thing. You no longer need to do these mundane, simple tasks when AI can do it for you. Can AI do everything for you? No way. No way. I don't think that time will come. It will not happen. You will still need to overlook certain things. But for those you don't have to overlook, I think AI is perfect for that. And we could dive into it, guys. We could talk about it. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know if you guys are watching later or after this is uploaded. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Can AI like this, the AI agent, replace you? Not anybody else, you. Can it replace you from what you do, whether it be in the workforce, whether it be in your content creation career, whether it be in anything you do? Can it replace you? I don't think it can. I don't think it can. Not in the oil field. Yeah, exactly. Not in the oil field, not in a lot of places. At the current tech level, listen, AI will start making its own oil. It would tell us we don't need oil anymore to drive cars or to, utilize it for anything special. It'll say, here's a new substance you can use that can replace oil. If it gets a body, they would try to use, capitalism would try to use AI to replace us. I mean, I ain't gonna deny that. They're gonna try and fail. I mean, listen, there's a lot of companies out here that already did some madness, right? There's some companies out here that laid off a bunch of developers and hired AI agent bots, right? A lot of them, they did it. I forgot what company it was. But they hired engineers. They hired engineers to handle and control the bots. I think at some point, they're going to understand that that was not the best move, right? You're still going to need some people to handle some type of web development, to need to understand it, right? In the future, I don't know. It sucks because we were telling the kids code, 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 and now AI is coding for us. It sucks. But I think you still need people who know how to code to actually use AI properly, right? Because I'm sure people who are in the chat right now that can code in JSON can do some madness with this. ChatGPT is doing their homework. Right. We're going to pay for it later. I don't think it's going to take over. Like I said, I really believe. All right. Before we dive into that. So this tool right here, I can't talk highly enough about this tool. When AI comes for you all, just put us in a good word for chat. I got you. Don't worry about it. This tool, we told it the prompt. You guys saw the prompt, the Marvel Snap prompt. It went out and gave us the top 5 Snap cards. Erisham, Gwenpool, Merlin, Surge, Standals. Do we all agree here? All my Snap players, we agree with this, right? This is 100% accurate. Right, chat? Like, this is crazy. New cards. Viv Vision? I don't know who Viv Vision is. Viv Vision is coming out? Oh, wait, I know who Viv Vision is, but when are these cards coming out? Oh, September to October. Wow. Chat, I'm impressed. I keep saying this. This tool is scary. This tool is scary. And if ChatGPT 5 can do this, or I don't know, then I have to worry. Series 5. Like, guys, I'm about to send this to my boy Pulse. Like, yo, Pulse, here you go, buddy. See? Now you can enjoy life. Tell this AI agent to do exactly what you want. Build the topics you need and go ahead and look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this slide. Somebody give me a prompt. Any prompt. I want you guys to give me prompts now. Because this is madness. I can't believe this. I still can't believe this. Key takeaways. Meta will become more diverse and multiple fiber. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And it's still creating slides. Chat. This is interesting. So interesting. Okay. All right. Before we go, I want you guys to give me a prompt. Not for this. No, we're not going to do the video. We did the video last time. We're not going to do the video. Before we go, let's do the recap of exactly what I wanted to focus on tonight. And that was that stuff. Any questions you guys have for me? Any questions you guys want to know about the AI agent tools or this wonderful crazy 3D thing that's out, or the Z.AI, or anything with ChatGPT, or even how to build your own Discord bot, any of that stuff, chat. Any questions? From any side, the red side, the purple side. Anybody want to ask a question? Also, sorry, what else we can do, and I'm going to put this in the Discord as well, is that you can download your agents and you can give them to whoever you want. And they can just import it from a URL or a file. That is the cool part about any of that. You can actually import and export your agents, which I think is pretty awesome. We saw the hot dogs dropping on the runway. We asked about the attitude error. Okay, it did tell me who it was. All right, let's see. Yo, Crazy on. Welcome on in, my dear. How are you? Well, look at that. It found who I was and gave me the collect episode with Cena. Been tired. I totally get it. Don't you worry. I understand. Don't you worry. Tomorrow's a new day, right? Tomorrow's a new season. 7:30. We're going to be on and snapping nonstop. I cannot wait. I'm going to build some lists tonight. Get it ready for tomorrow. I got to do the variant video, which I might do that tonight. What time is it? 10:30? Maybe we could do it now. You guys down for the variant video? Let me know. We're waiting for this to finish. And it's done. All right, final assessment. There it is. So Bastion has the highest potential of impacting the meta. That's crazy. That is bananas, chat. I gotta ask him. You know what? Let's see something. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does here. Because if it does what I think it does, then that would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, cool. I'm still awake. We'll do some variants. Let me go ahead and check on everybody else, make sure everybody's all right. I'm intrigued to see what it gives us. Because so far, it's been very impressive giving us back data. Like I said, I really enjoy how it gave us these two different slideshows, which I think is pretty good. This is a historical version? Oh, Lost Boys, right. Like, I think that's pretty good that it actually can do that. Like, I'm so impressed. With this API, I wonder if we can add it to this. Let me just do this real quick. I'm intrigued to see something. Could add other AI data loaders, manage storage, retention, do an extra. Okay, so that's pretty good. Basic question LLMs. We go to template, see what's faster. That's cool. I like that, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so they don't have Z.ai, which I think that's fine. Oh, they got the Hugging Face model, guys. Remember the Hugging Face? That's crazy. Anthropic. I gotta check out their stuff too. And Perplexities. Two different models if we want. We got DeepSeek. We got Google. Okay. I want to find out how we can add that other model because that other model is fire. This thing has been impressive so far. Yeah, I don't know what. Pandar Studio. Top 10 variants coming this week. All right, we'll see. We'll see if it's accurate. We'll find out. Nonetheless, that wraps up the wonderful tech talk. As I mentioned before, everybody, we spoke about the news. ChatGPT 5 may come out tomorrow. We don't know that for sure, but it's said to do some crazy things. Even Sam Altman is concerned about ChatGPT 5. Not sure he's going to push it back, but we'll find out. Apple is in the AI game now. They got a whole team ready to go. They thought it wasn't the way to go. That's why they had it integrate with ChatGPT, Siri. But now they're building their own AI model. So can't wait to see what they do there because you guys know Apple is always on that secure level, etc. We'll find out how that goes. We spoke about how ChatGPT now has study and learn. So it's supposed to help you go through your process and learn and understand. Like I said, encyclopedias when we grow up, that's what study and learn is all about. We also went and spoke about this new tool, Z.ai. We'll talk about it all night. Again, pretty amazing tool. It's free to use. Go ahead and check it out. Google Opal. Again, we spoke about it last week. Awesome tool. I think you guys should definitely check it out. It's free right now. It's in the open beta. Again, just like how NA8 was, but this way you type in exactly what you want and it does it for you. Right now, it doesn't have a lot of integration, so we can't say, hey, make us a Discord bot. It won't be able to do that because it doesn't have that integration yet. But as soon as it does, we're definitely going to test this out. But again, you can add assets from X, Y, and Z. Okay. Then we went and looked at Honey Yuan, which has all this amazing 3D model amazement. If you guys want to take a look at it real quick before we go ahead and dive out. And basically, as you guys can see here, you can then drop your 3D games into their 3D world, or you can type in, hey, make this for us, and it would do it for you. Like, this is so epic. Again, creativity to another level. Can it replace game developers? Not really, but now it gives game developers, again, more freedom and more time to focus on other things. So I think it's a pretty cool thing. I had to show it again because, again, I'm impressed by all the cool things you can do. It has controller support already. Bananas. So bananas. I don't think you guys heard it last time. That's why I played it again for you. Go ahead. I put the link in the chat. Go ahead and check it out if you guys want to. You could try it out as we did here. So if you guys want to see it, it's pretty cool. It has all the different locations. You guys can go ahead and see it in 3D. So that's pretty good as well. We also looked at Runaway, and like I said, as somebody asked, Runaway is for videos 100%. Runaway has two cool things right now. Take Two, where you can use your own self to be an avatar in your own movie, and it's like one for one, your hands, your face, your expressions, etc. And then we also looked at their new tool, which is Adelph, which again, like I said, I took one of my friends home, the front when it was sunny and nice barbecue, and put it in this prompt that said, make it snow, and it did it. We then went and said, hey, have it rain hot dogs. And as you can see, the hot dogs physics was pretty good. The fact that the hot dogs got all up into the snow, I think was pretty good. Definitely like that part of it. Look at that, like the snow falls around it. So did a good job with that. So Runway, again, highly recommended. Go ahead and check it out. And of course, as we mentioned before, the sponsor, we have Holsinger, which again, that's where we put our N8N agents on. So make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. And of course, that was basically it, chat. That was it. That's what we did today. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all. As always, we have the Discord if you guys have any questions. Of course, you guys can reach out to me as you guys know how. And yeah, next week, we're going to do some other cool things. We're going to try some other tools. I think Claude is one we want to try out. I hope ChatGPT 5 is out. Any other cool things that come out this week. All right. So until next time, you guys enjoy. Keep trying out those AI tools. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All right. We still have time. Still awake. We'll do the variant stuff. We'll switch to Snap, my YouTube friends, because it's strictly on the Tech Talk channel. I will bid you guys adieu. I see you guys next week. All right. Let's go ahead to the full cam.